And today's program begins from Port Harcourt, the River State capital, where one of the nation's 3 refineries has recommenced operation. This in line with the federal government's pledge to ensure that production of refined petroleum products begins again at the facility before the end of this month. According to the federal government, the objective is to ensure the country stops importing fuel as soon as possible. Our energy correspondent, Olu Phillips, is at the refinery site in River State and now reports.
In July of 2021, the GCO NNPC Malam Mele Kyari spoke to Channels Television exclusively and told us that the preliminary work that has commenced at the Port Harcourt refinery is part of a grand plan by Nigeria to return the country to an energy sufficient country and a net exporter of petroleum products. And he did also say that the 3 refineries are not dead and that refineries are designed to last for more than 100 years. A lot of people thought that was a fluke. A lot of people thought that was trash talk. Sometimes and some months ago, Channels Television did also return here exclusively to see workers and technical people, sprayers, engineers, all working with their back bent, drilling, screeding and all of that to bring this Port Harcourt refinery, 210,000 barrels capacity refinery, back to work. And we did bring you that exclusive report from this refinery and did say that it does appear from what we see that the presidential directive to get the refinery open and running by December and contribute to the renewed hope agenda will be realized. Today, again, we are here at the Port Harcourt refinery. And I can tell you this. What has happened is this: the Port Harcourt refinery has achieved a mechanical completion. It's important for you to understand how this contract was structured. It's an EPC-IC contract, meaning EPC and IC. So engineering, procurement, and construction, then installation and commissioning. All of these processes have taken place and have come to an end, and that means you can safely say that it has achieved mechanical completion. Howbeit, just to understand the way these things work, it means that there are 2 refineries here in one. The first one, which is the 60,000 capacity refinery, is the one that has been set up and running today, and the other one, which is the 150 capacity, is coming on strongly in terms of rehabilitation and in terms of work and construction and all of the new installations that needed to be done to make sure that they all come back to stream. So today, what has happened is there's a mechanical completion, and what that simply also means is that it is ready to receive product. But as it were, in your construction or in building construction, for instance, where you have just finished installing your pumping machine, your plumbing wares, all your plumbing lines, all your electrical lines, you now go into what you call testing. That process is what is going to happen to ensure that everything that has been done, where you need some fine tuning, you do that. Where you need to tune down, where you need to tune up, you can do that. And once the products come in, then this refinery begins to crack those products, and Nigeria can simply say it has returned to the days when refining is done in country. From the Port Harcourt refinery, this is Olu Phillips reporting for Channels Television News.
And the Minister of State for Petroleum, Oil, Senator Heineken Lokobre, also speaks on the high points of the commencement of operations of the Port Harcourt refinery.
Today is a very unique day. You can recall that we ought to have held this TECO meeting sometime in the month of November. But for some reason, maybe by providence, I was outside the country, GCO2 was outside the country, EVP was outside the country. Most of us were outside the country, and so we couldn't hold this TECO. We rescheduled, and then something happened again, we were not in the country. And then eventually we resolved that it's better for us to hold today's TECO. That will coincide, with the commencement of operations, of the Port Harcourt refinery. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to bore you anymore because, people who have spoken before me have spoken what I would have said, but just to announce to Nigerians that the fulfillment of our pledge, to bring on stream phase 1 of the Port Harcourt refinery by the end of 2023, and the subsequent streaming of the phase 2 in 2024, we heartily announce the mechanical completion of flare startup on the 20th of December 2023. This heralds the commencement of production of petroleum products after the Christmas break. We want to thank Nigerians for their patience and the trust on the NNPC to deliver on our promise and mandate on the rehabilitation of our refineries. This is also another landmark on the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration.